I first knew I wanted to design when I was about maybe 5 or 6 years old. And I was sitting in my grandmother's living room with my 5 male cousins who were reenacting WWF scenes. And I just sneaked off to the corner with a little piece of purple velvet and some lavender thread. And I took my little maybe 3-inch baby doll and made a little jumper for her. My mom bought me a little miniature Singer sewing machine, and I just always had that in my life. As I grew up, I would make my own costumes for performances or just evenings out on the town, and I really realized it was a passion of mine when I began to fall asleep with fabric in my bed and patterns and just always picking up beads and different little knickknacks that would inspire me. And it became much more than a thing. I can't see myself doing anything else. The piece Dossier is wearing is called De Limpica, and it's named after the artist Tamara De Limpica. Something very sleek, very elegant. So I think what makes Shauntele pieces special is that you have this conservative look from the front, but there's always something alluring, something that enhances, something that brings attention to the sensuality of a woman, and this piece does that extremely well. I've done a lot of traveling in my life, and I haven't done nearly enough, but I've gone to school in Spain, in London. Those experiences have always contributed to what my vision has become in terms of being able to digest different cultures, different ethnicities, just different points of view. And be able to take a risk on some things. I think with traveling, you also see that there are things that are very classic about human nature, about design, about architecture, anything in that realm. Being back in New York really began to help me see the quality that needs to go into a garment. I just realized there's so much more that I could do here in terms of being able to create from a very genuine place. And maintain quality at the same time, which is extremely important, because if a garment doesn't fit a woman right, then it's lost. This particular piece is called the Duchess, and just because it has a really regal feel to it, this is for the professional woman. What I particularly like about this is that the collar is versatile, so if you want to do something a little more demure, you can fold it down, or for something a little bit more fierce, you can flip it up. This piece is definitely for the woman who's confident with her own look and, knows what she wants out of life. I started with a musical inspiration from a group called 07, and I thought they kind of represented what was like the musical sound of what was Art Deco, because it felt like very geometric to me, but their music reflected on itself in terms of using different textures, there were different textures in the melodies, the singer who put this smooth kind of groovy jazz thing over it. So, I think the collection embodies all that Art Deco, the, musical personification of clothing and, how that whole thing ties into each other for me. I do get inspired off music. Spring 2010, I already have the music first. I have the music for the show and then the clothes come. So it's a very different way. Most of them are I have the textiles and I have the bodies and the shapes first. With me, comes the music. Whatever I want to see these girls walking down the runway to is what I'm going to design. A Shauntele piece called Eve, and it's named after one of Tamara De Limpica's paintings, but it's also named for Eve from the Garden of Eden, because there's this very sensual side to it. So, it's very conservative for the front, but, from the side you get a little peek. And the back is also very elegant, but, edgy in its own way. Call attention back to women and, the diversity of our bodies, of our aesthetics, of our goals. This collection has something for everyone. I've used fabrics that are imported from Italy that have this very geometric pattern on it, which, helps to kind of bring the classic into the modern. The classics, they're just going to accentuate a woman's assets wonderfully. Shauntele is really diverse in terms of just reaching out to everyone. The tag on the inside of the garments actually says, "Welcome to your Shauntele womanhood." can mean all these different things, but at the basis of it, it just is the essence of a woman, what it means to be, and that's different for everyone, but the right clothes can help bring it out. Taylor's wearing l'éclat, and this piece is named so because l'éclat means acclaim in French, and it also means triumph, and I think triumph speaks to the confidence of a woman who's going to wear this type of outfit. And it's for anyone. It can be young, it can be a little bit older, and it still works.